It's been a brief moment, hasn't it?
A little respite. I don't know what episode it is.
Neither do I. I'm not even gonna look it up. I'm just gonna fucking go along with it.
Yeah.
You know.
So we were gone. We were, just jet setting, getting around.
Yeah. Hitting the friendly skies,
waving our dicks.
not I.
No,
Maybe
no dick.
Maybe this gentleman was.
No dick waving was going on.
No. Hey, man, if it was, so be it. Live that. Express that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
don't hide
that's not
greatness.
for the podcast.
It's the after hours podcast. Yeah, actually, you know what I'm saying.
We'll get into all that.
Yeah,
but right now we just had to update the Warriors are up 2-0.
Perfect
on the Spurs.
Perfect. How's everyone doing out there? First, though,
yeah.
Welcome. Glad to have you listening or watching.
So glad you guys are here.
Always.
No, so playoffs are in full swing.
You
it just sucks. There's a lot of stars missing. You know what I mean? Kyrie, Kawhi, right? There's all these stars missing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
a lot of mainstays are not in the playoffs. Curry's out right now.
I don't mind Kyrie missing. I made a bet with someone that they weren't going to make it to the Eastern Conference Championship, so I'm going to look forward to collecting that eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's over for the Spurs?
It's over.
It's over?
Yeah, they can't.
Good, you motherfuckers. I've been holding this in for 20 years. You motherfuckers, man. It's time for some new blood. It's over for the Spurs.
Right? Oh, you mean over like what? Over what? Like they won't
bottom of the basement. If they lose this series, they're done.
Is Pop gone?
Probably.
If Pop's
maybe not this year, but he'll coast.
The minute the minute Pop's gone, they may
for sure.
They may turn bottom of the basement.
Look, I used to like the Spurs.
The West is always strong though.
Yeah, I used to like the Spurs when it was like Sean Elliott, David Robinson, Avery Johnson, right? And then they got Tim Duncan. He just sucked all the charisma out of the franchise, right? And it's just, I've been so tired of seeing them every year.
He could be argued as probably top 5 players ever for the Spurs.
No, he is. But is he fun to watch? No. Say no, because it's no. He's not fun to watch. Nobody wants to watch Tim Duncan play basketball.
But it was the whole team and the chemistry that was fun to watch.
That was true. But it's a fucked up situation when you're the most exciting person on the Spurs is your coach. The most electrifying person.
No.
I'm shitting on Manu and them. I'm shitting on
Don't
them.
forget they had
because I'm just tired of their shit.
Bob for a little while.
I'm tired of their shit.
Tony Parker, young Frenchie, was scraping.
I just want new blood. That's all. I'm just tired of this shit. It's been over 20 years of this shit. All right,
I dig it. It's time for you guys to go. You want new blood, right? I feel that. Okay, so will you be saying that after the Warriors have won 5 championships, 6 championships? This is hypothetical, but I'm just saying.
Our run has only been like 4 years now.
Cool, but I'm just saying. Would you? No, you won't.
With all the shit they talked about us my whole life, fuck all of you. Right? Fuck all of you.
Forever.
Yeah, we're winning every ring every year. Forever.
Because we earned it.
Yeah. But it's over for the Spurs. I like LaMarcus Aldridge, but there's nobody else. All the old guys, all their Hall of Famers, they're gone. They're done. It's over. Who they got? Patty Mills. You sound like the first female professor of an Ivy League college. Like somewhere there's a courtyard with a statue that says dedicated to Patty Mills.
Yeah, somewhere.
How is there a guy on your team named Gay and you still have the gayest name on the team?
No, that's true. That's kind of.
I'm just tired of their shit.
Yeah, you're just pulling low blows, bro.
I'm just tired of the Spurs shit.
I didn't even know you had
I've been holding it in
right now.
because I've been holding it in.
Damn.
I've been holding it in. I've been saluting. I love Popovich. Been saluting. You guys are making a hell of a run, historic run. That the Spurs have been as good as they have been for as long as they've been. But now it's over. I'm tired of it.
All right.
You overstayed your welcome.
They are missing the best player on their team.
They overstayed their welcome. It's over. Get out of here. Party's over. You know what I mean? We're already putting the stuff away in the kitchen.
Okay. So if that, in saying that, who do they replace that's not in the playoffs in the West? Who do they replace?
I don't know.
The Lakers?
No.
The
Fuck
Clippers?
Them too. Yeah, Clippers.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
I'm done.
You wouldn't like to see a resurgence of like the Phoenix Suns?
Of course not.
Why not?
Because they still didn't win back then, dude.
But they were fun to watch.
Were they?
I'm just saying some new blood. That's all.
I dig it. No,
I want to see some new jerseys out there.
You know, I like the Matrix. I liked, you know what I mean, when they had Sean Marion, is it?
Yeah.
What was it?
Steve Nash.
No,
they were bad, right?
Stoudemire. Like I dug that team, but no, I don't want to see a resurgence of the fucking Phoenix Suns. They couldn't get over the hump, dude. No, I mean, it's true they had to make it past the Lakers, right?
But I mean, I'm talking even before that, like Kevin Johnson, Marley, Charles Barkley.
I
like that squad,
Charles Barkley.
I do too. But I'm just saying they were fun to watch.
That sums up that whole team, dude. Pretty much.
I'm not a Suns fan. I just saw them play the other day. But you said
resurgence.
I'm just saying I just want to see some new teams. I like when shit gets mixed up.
You know what the kid said from Phoenix, though?
Who? Devin Booker?
Devin Booker. He said, this is the last season I'll play not going to the playoffs. That means he's either out of there or they still don't make it to the playoffs and you know he leaves next year or something. You know what I mean? But there'll be no resurgence for Phoenix. I don't know. I don't think that's in their cards. Not in the West. Yeah. The West is too fucking stiff, dude. It's stiff.
Yeah, no, it is. But I just want new blood. I'm just tired of the Spurs. Their fan base has had it too good, right? Okay. You need a couple years of missing the playoffs to get some perspective. You know what I mean? Humble yourselves. Yeah. All right?
Yeah. Dude, they're in the playoffs, though, dude. Without Kawhi Leonard, their best player. Come on, bro.
No, I know. And that's such a weird situation.
Slack. Cut them some slack,
and speaking of the other thing, I just went to the Suns and Mavericks game.
How was that?
Nobody fucking played. It was the last game of the season. They're both trying to tank. I didn't know anyone playing.
What did you expect, sir?
When I booked the trip, I thought it was going to be Dirk's last game.
Oh, you did? You came over here. I remember you came over here juiced.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had signed like an extension, so he had one more year. I fucked up. What can I say? I fucked up. I had to watch a bunch of G Leaguers.
Cool. You know,
Seth Curry didn't even play. He was on the bench. He was the only one I saw. Like, Dennis Smith Jr. was there. He gave a little speech pregame. I'm like, thanking the fans. Suit up then. What the fuck?
No, you know.
Thank us for some fucking layups.
Last game of the season. Shit, man. You better rest those knees.
Just sucked, man. Dirk wasn't even there. You know what I mean? He just had surgery.
Of course not.
It sucked, man.
No, it's cool, though.
It was still fun.
It was an experience.
No, it was still fun to check off.
It's an experience.
That arena is fantastic in Dallas, by the way. Mavericks Arena.
Isn't it newish?
I loved it.
Newer?
It opened in 2001.
It's Cuban, right?
Yeah. It opened in 2001. I don't know if he had already owned the team at that point or not. But it was so cool because it was like, from the outside, like the facade, it looks old. Like it looks like an old gymnasium from like the 1920s.
Okay.
And then when you go inside, the roof looks like an old gymnasium.
Oh, okay.
It's dope. Like it's hella dope.
No, I could see that. No, it's nice. Sounds like you enjoyed your basketball game out in
Texas. It was cool. I just wish I wanted to see Devin Booker. I wanted to see Dennis Smith Jr. I wanted to see these guys play, but I didn't.
But you benched those players for the last game. You were usually starting. Unless you're going to the playoffs.
Who else is what are the other series? Have you been watching? I've been watching the Warriors, and that's it.
I watched last night.
It's been busy.
Well, not even last night. Midday, like 4 or 5 o'clock. I watched who was it? Miami versus Philly. It was good. It was a hard fought loss by Philly, but I felt like fucking they could have had it from the beginning. They were up by like fucking 11.
Oh yeah,
and then just fucking tanked.
Yeah.
But who's that kid? He's gonna get Rookie of the Year. That's the dude from Philly. He's a beast. I forget his name.
Fultz?
Nah, it's they got him too though. I think. What's the
wait? Is he a rookie this year? Or is he Ben Simmons?
Ben Simmons.
I forgot because Ben Simmons. Me and my brother had this argument. I thought this was his first year, but it's actually his second. But since he didn't play his first year, he's still considered a rookie.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was the rule. I thought if you were signed to a team, that's your rookie year no matter what. But he's still eligible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's a beast though, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He single-handedly took that team to the fucking playoffs.
Yeah,
him and what's the other guy? His name, the center, Uborko or some shit like that. I forget his name is. Whatever the case, that was a pretty fucking damn good game, dude. Dwayne Wade looked fucking in rare form.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the only game he plays like that this whole fucking playoffs. But it'll be a shock too if Miami beats Philly. They're not supposed to. I don't think. I think. Philly's,
no. I think Sixers are heavily favored.
Right. In the East, just in general.
Yeah, some people were saying Sixers all the way.
Ooh.
I mean, I think they're too young for that.
Yeah.
But in the future,
what do you think about
keep the core together?
What do you think about Cleveland? Did they lose last night?
I don't even know.
I didn't check the stats on that, but whatever the case is. So, what else happened on your trip? Anything else?
Yeah, I went to Texas Rangers game in Arlington, right? So the funny thing is, we chose that because Giants won the 2010 World Series there, so we got to go see it because they're replacing it. They're building a new place. The reason they're building a new place is because their current place has like no covering. It's just an open air regular stadium. And it's, it gets over 100 degrees almost every day throughout the summer.
Okay.
So it's just miserable, supposedly.
Right.
So me and my brother go to the game. It's 37 degrees.
Nice.
And my brother's a complainer, so he's all bundled up. He's acting like he had frostbite. I can't feel my toes.
At 37 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was
Get
cold.
some hair on your chest, bro.
Yeah.
You should have took him over to the bar and got him a shot of tequila or something.
That's what I was telling him, like, relax. But he can't deal with cold. Mm-hmm. So it was just funny that the reason they're replacing it is it gets too hot, and then we're there and it's almost freezing. I mean, it sucked. It was like we just had bad luck with the games because like there was no batting practice because of that.
Really?
Yeah, because it was too cold. So as soon as we got in there's no batting practice going on, nothing. We didn't get to see Tim Lincecum, who's on the Rangers now. That was like we were excited, like hoping
his relief pitcher.
Timmy. Yeah. So, but we didn't see him at all. Like we didn't even see him walking around because they didn't do BP. If they did BP, he would have been walking around.
Right.
So then. I'm kind of bummed out. We didn't even get to see him. Whatever. A couple days later, it's sun shining bright. Right. I'm not at the game.
Of course not.
I'd come back home. There's this YouTuber who's like pretty popular in the baseball community named Zach Hampel. Zach Hampel, something like that. But anyways, he calls himself a ball hawk. So he basically goes to games and catches as many home runs and balls as he can.
That's it.
So he'll get double digits like every game. Like he's a genius at this shit. Like he knows the batters, like where they're gonna hit, and so he does videos at like every park in the league, just catching home runs. And
That's pretty dope.
It is dope. He had some controversy because people said he was like pushing kids out of the way to get the balls.
Oh, I would too.
But he did some PR.
Fuck those kids. That's my ball.
Yeah, he did some PR. So now you always see him giving the balls away. Like he'll catch one, give them to kids and stuff.
Right. So
that's cool. But what irked me, this motherfucker is in the fucking outfield stands catching home runs during batting practice. This fucking guy gets to play catch with Tim Lincecum. Yeah. Tim Lincecum standing in there shagging balls, plays catch with him. How's that fair, baseball gods? How's that fair? We literally went there because of Tim Lincecum, and we don't even get to look at him.
No.
Don't even get to see him.
None of that. You're in the house though.
And this fucking guy gets to play catch with them?
Be glad you were in the venue, sir.
Nah.
Some people would never see a game in Arlington.
Trust me, that's what I thought until I saw this fucker playing catch with Tim Lincecum. And then all the bitterness and pettiness came out. Fuck that.
You know what? Hey, there's a new thing for me too. You know what? Now that you mentioned petty. All right. Yeah. So there's a new form that people are disguising as petty. When it's really pathetic, right? You know what I mean? They're disguising so they're just like would you say pathetic is a lower standard than petty? Like being petty is just like calling something out when you kind of don't have to.
I feel like pathetic is a bigger umbrella.
So there's a lot of things under there. Right?
Yeah,
but
there's pathetic as far as like there's just so many things you could classify as pathetic. There's a lot less things you can classify as petty. Like
pathetic would be, and what someone else may use as pathetic is me accidentally
if you shit on yourself, that's pathetic. It's not petty.
Right. But no, per se, I bump into you and I'm holding my drink at some random shindig, right?
Yeah.
And I get a little, whatever on you, right?
Yeah.
And you take yours and you just dump it. It's kind of pathetic, right? Like that's.
I think that would count as both. That'd be petty and pathetic, right?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I was debating this with myself, and I kind of came to the conclusion that I think pathetic is a step below petty, because I think petty is like a quick petty jab. Boom. That's what I always when it was first brought around. I thought the petty was like, oh, you're just being petty. Come on, player. I got myself a candy bar, but I'm being petty by not offering you one of my Twix. You know what I'm saying? Like petty. Mm-hmm. Pathetic is like completely just dropping the ball on something. You know what I mean? Like damn near almost going out to tarnish someone's record, right? Yeah.
But I think that's petty too. I think if you're doing something purposely that involves someone else, I think that classifies as petty.
But I think somebody could be
pathetic too.
I think somebody could be petty and not be doing it in like a mischievous way, like a real bitter way, right? I think when you're pathetic, you go out of your way to show that bitter.
I don't know. I feel like petty is when you're aware of what you're doing.
Okay, so here's a story. All right. So I recently got back from Vegas, and there are certain goings-ons that happens in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I was privy to a lot of them. Shout out Shimon, boy. Held it down when we were out there. But whatever the case is, we went out there for my nephew's birthday, and there's just a whole bunch of fuckery and pathetic shit going on.
Yeah.
Right? First off, if you're there on a budget, you don't just go blow your wad at a strip club. You don't. And then be so hammered that you try and make up the difference on the tables and then lose everything you came with. You don't go broke in Vegas the first night, right? And like and me saying that, I'm not trying to, I'm being petty, but I don't think me calling that out is pathetic, right?
Yeah.
But the behavior in which I'm calling out was pretty pathetic. You don't, I'm not here to call out names.
I think there's a difference, because pathetic is when you do something like that, but it's petty when you do something like that to fuck with someone else. That's petty to me. Like if you just do something stupid, that's not petty unless you did it to purposely like irk someone or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but poking like
poking at someone is petty.
But
and it can be pathetic too.
It can if it gets to that point though. When it gets pushed to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But pathetic is like, you done some disgraceful shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're no longer in the circle of trust. You know what I mean? But I don't know. All in all, it was a fucking great trip. My nephew had a bash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd never seen anyone kicked off of an airplane before. I'd like to shout my brother out for fulfilling that. You know what I'm saying?
Checked off.
So our flight was at 8:15 in the morning, and you got to be to the airport relatively early so that you're all checked in and sitting at your gate by the time fucking they start boarding. And this fuck shows up to my brother's house loaded.
Oh, your flight there was at 8:15
in the morning. So he shows up to my brother's house at say 6:45. Because we want to be there at least an hour before, right? Have a little window.
Yeah.
And, he shows up twisted.
Yeah.
When I say twisted, he's, the excitement from the trip and whatnot. I mean, he drank heavy the night before.
Yeah.
Which, first time on a plane for him.
Really?
I'd never known that.
I didn't know that either.
Right? So, I'm telling him the whole time through the terminal. I swear to God, dude. I'm telling him the whole time, dude, chill.
This is the big leagues.
Yeah. Act like you've been somewhere, player. Like, please.
Yeah.
I'm like really like begging and pleading with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not how you can conduct yourself when we get into this on this airplane.
That's the thing with airports and planes. You got to be on your P's and Q's. Otherwise, you're going to be on a no-fly list quick.
No nonsense.
Yeah.
Zero nonsense.
Zero nonsense. Who was it? There's a athlete or someone just got arrested. I think it was a Redskins cornerback or something. He made like a bomb joke to the TSA.
I read about that. Yeah. I don't know his name, but yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta, straight and narrow when you're at the airport or on a plane.
No bomb jokes. Bomb jokes. That's for sure.
There's just no bad behavior.
Yeah.
It's serious there. There's zero tolerance.
Don't be loaded.
Yeah.
At 7:15 in the morning about to board fucking and so we get on the plane or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Where were you flying out of?
San Jose.
Oh, nice. That's a little bit easier.
Yeah, it is, and it's not as packed, and you know what I'm saying. So but he's still on the on the up and up on the alcohol side. And I'm sitting there telling him, just chill out. When you get on the plane, you can't act like this and that, whatever the case is. We get on the plane. And I was so irritated in the morning because it was an early flight already. Yeah. And, actually it was my son's birthday the day before. Yeah. So I was hella tired and I just wasn't for the Fushnikins. Yeah. Right. So this dude gets on the plane and has the audacity to compliment a flight attendant. What? We're not in Vegas yet.
What kind of compliment, though? That's important.
He paid her a well compliment. He paid her.
Nice tush. What?
No. He went. He said something about her looks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But in this day and age we're living in, that's sexual harassment. Yeah. Like me and you've said. Remember, so I guess that is answered for us. Well, it would be answered for us if he didn't reek of 50 shots of tequila and 3 cognacs, you know what I'm saying? But it was really bad. So whatever the case is, he compliments her in a cool manner, but like I said, he just looks like shit. So she goes to the front. This other guy comes back. He asks him, "Hey, are you flying with anybody?" So Marcel's like, "Yeah, I'm flying with my brothers," right? And I'm looking at Marcel, like, because I'm asking the dude, like, "Why, sir? Why? Yeah. And I'm telling Marcel, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah. You're done. Yeah. We don't need another word from you, right?
He's the defendant. Shut up. Let the lawyer talk.
Right. I'm just like, so like, what's up? And he's like, yeah, we're going to need you guys to board a different flight. I said, what? Wait a minute, sir. And this is where the foulest, this is pathetic. Now this is where my pathetic chord struck in. I said, I'm not getting off anybody's plane. That's this dude's problem. Am I foul?
Is that low? That's tiptoeing the line.
Is it? You know what I mean? Pathetic.
This is the thing. It was totally his fault.
It was his fault, dude.
He made his bed, right? He's got a line,
telling him,
but it's still your brother, and it's a family. It's a brother trip.
On a plane. I know, dude.
So I mean, it could go either. It could be argued either way. I think depending on the jurisdiction, you'd either go to prison or they'd let you off for that one.
Fuck. I mean, maybe I should have followed him off that plane, but just think about it in my shoes. I'm on it from when we got the boarding passes through the check-in, through about 20 minutes of sitting there with someone just shit-faced drunk. He was so drunk, I moved to a whole different seating section in where the gate was, because I was just like, damn, dude, this dude he's hot. You know what I mean? That's like somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, he might as well have been trying to fly with fucking, I don't know, crack in his pocket or something. Yeah. I don't fucking know, right? But yeah, dude, it was.
You know what's funny? You didn't say a name, right? You didn't. I don't think you said a name.
No.
Okay, because I have a story.
Really?
We once went to a Raiders game.
Oh, God, I heard about this.
Yeah, I took my brother.
Yeah.
The person in question, and a third friend. First of all, he made us miss the whole first quarter of the game. I'm losing my shit because I get there when the gates open. Sure. I'm obsessive about games. I love stadiums, arenas. Right. I talk about it all the time here. Right. I get there when the gates open. Right. And I don't leave until security's pushing me out. All right, guys, about that time, right?
Right.
Because I want to get my money's worth. I want to enjoy the stadium. I want to watch the whole game. It's one of my favorite things in life. So
cool.
We missed the whole first quarter.
Of course, standard issue.
This was a Chiefs and Raiders game. Alex Smith was playing for the Chiefs. It's well documented. I kind of dig Alex Smith, right?
Sure, you got a heart for the guy.
Alex Smith threw 3 touchdowns in the first quarter that we missed.
Okay.
Right? So I'm already just losing my mind.
Sure.
We get in there. We're watching the game for a little while. He walks away to go the bathroom, something like that.
Okay.
Like 45 minutes, an hour goes by. He's still gone.
It's weird.
I think the third friend had gone to check on him. He disappeared too. Wow. So I'm like, is there just a black hole down there and everyone's getting sucked into it?
There is a black hole.
Yeah, there is, but
it's not that kind
they
of
were gone, right?
They were gone.
So it's just me and my brother sitting there. I'm just like, where the fuck are the other two? Finally, one of them calls me.
Right.
First defendant, right?
Right.
Got kicked out of the game for smoking just in a non-smoking area.
Why not?
Right? He got kicked out of the game.
Sure.
My other friend must have drove because he had the keys, or I gave him my keys.
Okay.
Maybe that's what happened. But anyways, your brother was like, well, I'm kicked out of the game. Can you guys throw me the car keys so I can go sit in the car? So friend number 3 tossed him the keys over the fence.
Right.
Security sees that, kicks him out of the game.
Oh, wonderful. Some keys.
So they both got kicked out of the game. And I said, you know what, guys? I spent a lot of money on these tickets. I had bought the tickets. I said, spent a lot of money on these tickets. Yeah, I spent a lot of money on the tickets. This is my brother's first game at the Oakland Coliseum to see the Raiders.
Sure.
I mean, we're not Raiders fans. We're Niner fans. But this is what we do. This is what we love, right?
Sure.
So I'm like, this is his first game here. We're not leaving.
You are riding. The line you put me on, the tight wire you put me on.
You think I was wrong?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I just say the same type wire. You would. It's to be called into question.
Really?
A bit. Understand my reasoning.
Okay.
He's not like, in my situation, he had to catch a flight at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, wait, so he had to wait till 8 to 5?
Yes.
Oh,
so
shit.
Understand.
That's a whole day wasted.
Right. My tight wire, though. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that, you know.
Like I said, you could argue it. If you have a good enough lawyer, you're getting off.
Right. Now, in the case of your brother being there and it being his first, Raider game.
Yeah, in the case of Raider game versus the people.
Right. But the only thing that the only thing that I would say that maybe, well, I can't even say that. I could say you were in the wrong because you're an actual Niner fan and you weren't willing to up and leave the Raider game for your buddies.
Yeah, I mean,
but then again,
I wouldn't care if it's the bottom 2 teams in the league, though. But you know what I mean?
No, but I mean, well, that'd be a whole different argument.
Yeah.
But like with Alex Smith playing, and I know you share, you gotta, you get a hard on.
Yeah.
For Alex Smith, right?
Big boner.
It could be argued.
I was excited about that game for a long time. That was the first time I saw him as a Chief.
Okay.
Play the Raiders at home. You know what I mean? So it was exciting.
But you can understand how there is a wire.
There's an argument.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but this is the thing too. We already missed the whole first quarter.
Right. So
we're already well into the game. Yeah, and we're already well into the game.
How much was left?
I can't remember. This
was
like 5 years ago.
Were they kicked out 5 minutes after the fucking second quarter started?
Damn near. It was. No, when I think my memory of that game, when I think about the game, when I think about my memory of that game, it was me and my brother.
Right.
And sometimes I forget, there was 2 other people with us. So most of the game was me and my brother.
Yeah.
But like I said, I had already missed the whole first quarter.
Sure. You made your
Shenanigans.
sacrifices. Right.
And we're already well into the game. So it's not like they had to wait fucking 6. They didn't have to wait till 5 p.m.
Bingo. Now flip the scenarios and the argument could be said that, I had to wait those 7 hours You know what I mean? Or
no, yeah, I think that's an argument in your favor.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So like, that like once I heard when the next flight was, I asked or you know what? I didn't even find out when the next flight was. Don't document that. But
dude, like, there had to be sooner flights, but they just wouldn't let him do
They would because he needed to dry up. But that was the first time I'd ever been on a plane when someone was kicked off. Yeah. And it just so happened to be a relative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how Vegas. Yeah. That's how the Vegas trip started. I'm not going to dive too deep into how everything else rolled down.
At the Raiders game, I remember I had some like, some worry, some anxiety. Like, fuck, when I get back to the car, are they just going to be fucking dickheads? Like it's my fault. No, but no, they were actually both of them that got kicked out. They were like, whatever. Right. We fucked up. And I was like, all right, cool. You guys did fuck up. I tried to enjoy the game as much as I could. Alex Smith ended up with 5 touchdowns, like a perfect passer rating. It was like one of his best games all time. Yeah. And I was still bitter that I missed the whole first quarter. You know what I mean? Because they came out firing.
Yeah, shit happens. But, shit happens.
A funny thing happened on our flight to Dallas.
What's that?
So we're sitting there. It was like the flight wasn't full at all. Yeah. Like, there's a good amount of people, but there's plenty of open space. Right. Of course, me and my brother are in the full row, right? So it's me and my brother, some older gentleman, right? I don't think he spoke English very well. Okay. So that's the pass I'm giving him. Maybe that's why things went down the way they went down. We're sitting there. Flight, isn't full at all whatsoever. Right. So the flight attendants are walking up and down, telling everyone, hey, you guys can move around. Get comfy. Kick your shoes off. Have a good time. We're going to the great state of Tejas, right?
Right, sure. Why not?
And this guy's just sitting there. Me and my brother are like, there's all these empty rows, and you got us smushed against the window, sir. He wouldn't take the hint. So I'm telling my brother, I'm being petty, right? Maybe a little pathetic. Too.
No. There's petty and there's pathetic.
I think I was being both a little. Just jokingly, though, I was telling my brother, like, just keep sort of nudging him with your elbow. Like, don't elbow him, but just kind of, like, get him off that armrest. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Was he a heavy-set fellow?
No, he wasn't. No. Just a middle. I would say he was, like, probably in his 50s, maybe early 60s. Okay. But I think it was he didn't speak English or didn't speak it that well and maybe didn't catch what the flight attendants were saying. Sure. So then that's why I was like, all right, maybe he doesn't know. Finally, he gets up, moves a few rows up. He has like a whole row to himself. Like, good job, sir. Perfect. We're all happy now, right? So me and my brother are enjoying the flight with our whole row to ourselves. And then we start the descent, right? Seatbelt lights come on, all that. He comes back. Gets back in after we've already spread our legs and let our balls hang. You're
spread eagle.
Now all of a sudden we got to pack everything up.
That isn't okay.
And I'm like, does he think that you have to be in like your original seat, like to land?
This is the only question I have to you, and this is probably a question that the listeners and viewers would want to know too. Yeah. Why didn't you guys, you and your brother, the minute the flight attendant said that, get up and go find your own jollies somewhere else?
It was harder to find 2 open seats with the window.
Oh, so was it?
The thing is, you
said it was an empty flight. If it was empty enough, there had to be something that was.
There might have been, but we didn't feel like scrounging around. We didn't want to take our metal detector out and go searching for treasure. All right? But this is the thing. I was already set up because I was documenting the journey. Okay. So I'm already like filming stuff. I have my shit out, right? And I'm just like, and he's already on the aisle seat. It's so much easier. He literally could have hopped across the aisle because there's 2 empty seats right there.
One other question that boggles my mind, though. Why didn't you just ask the kind gentleman to mosey along? Why didn't?
I was almost there, but then he finally got up.
And when he came back for his seat, why didn't you guys have articles in the way of blocking that to the point where if you moved it, it would be?
My brother was sitting in his seat. And we had our stuff in the middle seat. So we had to take everything off.
He wanted
his seat. Hey. He's on his P's and Q's. He's never got kicked off a flight. You know what I mean? He does it by the book.
I guess so.
It was just funny though, because we were just looking at him like, all right, sir, about that time. Let's get comfy here.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I think I would have had to go adventure. I would have had to just pack up. He would have got the best of me, but I don't know. Then again,
we almost did. There was, I think, behind us there was some space, so we were thinking about it. But then he finally got up, and we're like, "All right, we're cool, good job."
And then came back for the full turnaround.
They came back for the landing.
What a savage!
Right. And that's where you're really supposed to, release the tension. We're here. We're here.
Yeah.
Lone Star State.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah, that's.
It was just funny though.
That's a little awkward. People like to encroach people's space, though. It just is what it is. Especially on a flight where there are extra seats just open and shit. I wouldn't have had it, but hey, it's better than getting kicked off. Isn't it? But that was. It's been a good week off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We've did some other adventures. Family wise. You heard of it, any news? So we're gonna go to war, or what are we gonna do?
I mean,
we're bombing Syria. Is that what we're doing? Is that how the U.S. is feeling right now? They got
that's just distraction.
So
distraction,
and then Russia is gonna have something to say about Syria, right?
But not really though. I think they're play fighting because basically our administration warned them where we're going to bomb. So Putin tells Assad, so he moves all his troops, so nobody gets hurt except civilians. It's great, right? So they already knew where we were going to bomb. So it was all for show. They're play fighting. That's my theory.
Yeah, I haven't dived into it too much. I seen it and was just like, fuck, dude. If war with Russia's to come, dude, then fucking send it. Fuck it. But it's just, I don't know. I should probably read up more on it. But I mean, what the fuck is that going to do? Fucking, bombs are being thrown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
That's some Debbie Downer news, isn't it?
Yeah. Nuclear war. How do you guys feel?
Fuck, one day we might not be here.
You guys excited?
About a year,
Nah, I think they're play fighting. I think I think it's all for show at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever the case is, that's it's a little deep. I like to pull back from that real quick. I don't like to get too deep. Shit's fucking,
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about it. But what else has been in the news? I've been listening to some new music lately.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez new album.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty fire. Yeah. If you guys ever need a new spin, go ahead and throw that in there.
Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of good music lately.
Yeah, there has.
Hustler put out a new album. I needed that. I needed that like old bass shit.
Okay.
It felt good,
Yeah, it's dope.
It's been a while since I really listened to that.
That's dope.
That was cool. Young Thug just put out an EP. That's fire.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar won, what was that?
Pulitzer.
The Pulitzer.
That's crazy.
That's sick. Is that where was that where they sit you down and give you all the pins?
I don't know. The pins?
All the, everyone walks up.
I have no idea, man. Isn't that the presidential Medal of Honor? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Well,
I don't know either.
We'll Google fact check that, you know what I'm saying, and get back to
Speaking of, I went to the George W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum in Texas.
I must have sucked a whole bunch of dick.
It was a good museum, actually. But the whole time, I'm just looking, shaking my head, telling my brother,
Did it fucking have stuffed Negroes and shit? You know what I'm saying?
They had I had a whole section about no child left behind. So I was just telling my brother, they focus too much on standardized testing, and they just children were left behind.
Yeah, so definitely.
So
still are.
Yeah, but it was still a good museum.
That's
George
cool.
W. Bush is one of the people that I think he was manipulated heavily. I think deep down he has a good heart.
George W?
Yeah.
The first.
No, that's second.
Oh, okay. I was going to say his dad. God damn, you
that's
flushed
HW.
your mind. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think both of them, honestly, are deep down good people, but they were just they they were in this lane. You know what I mean? Like they were in this crowd of people, and they went with them. But I mean, that's just a theory. Who knows? I still have huge criticisms of both of them.
Yeah.
But it was.
I'm more reserved on the Pops because he was CIA, and I just think CIA was slimy, dude.
In his day especially.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, but
I want to go to all the presidential museums and libraries, even if I don't necessarily like or agree with the president.
You'll be sure to fucking run into some stuffed Negroes in, for sure.
One of them, either Reagan or Nixon, has like their whole Air Force One, and you can walk through it.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to go to all of them. This one had an Oval Office, like replica.
Okay.
And they had it completely like down to the smallest detail. Like George W. Bush like said, all right, this goes here, this goes there, and they recreated the whole thing exactly.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, so that was cool. They had like a huge piece of one of the World Trade Centers, like I don't know what you call it, infrastructure.
Yeah.
You know, there was cool stuff. It was a beautiful, beautiful building.
Yeah.
Like the entryway had these like screens with this like air I don't know. They
what
had
are their
like light windows,
like artifacts that they have in there though? Did they have like anything like fucking like it was just of his presidency or was
it was all stuff from his presidency. So it kind of went in chronological order, you know. Do everything that he did.
They have some kind of like 9/11 memorial or anything?
Yeah, so they had the piece of the World Trade Center, and that whole section was all about 9/11, and they had and then they went into like the war in Iraq. They had the pistol that Saddam Hussein had when they captured him.
Oh, okay.
It was a Glock, and it was in a case. It was like, that's pretty insane. But,
it's. I don't know. That'd be fun.
But that's the thing, though, is like the whole time looking at the war in Iraq part, and I'm just like, this is all based on bullshit. This is all you guys lied to get us into this war. So I mean, you know,
first you gave Saddam Hussein power, and then once he was like, "Fuck you guys," you guys are like, "No, sir, that's not that's not going to work, sir. We're going to war with you, sir."
It was still cool to see.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The artifacts, especially, and then they had a special section that was like a temporary exhibit of first ladies.
Okay.
So they had like dresses from a lot of the first ladies, like gowns they wore for like important moments. Okay. So they had like a gown that Eleanor Roosevelt wore that was exciting to me. I'm a huge fan of hers. Like, they even had like Hillary up there. I was like, man, how many people come in here and just grit their teeth and growl at this part?
Yeah, they're probably not too. It
was the demographic in the museum is exactly what you would expect. There's a lot of middle-aged to older white people walking in, all smiles.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking national landmark. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but it was cool to see.
Go to Texas and not go to fucking the George W. Bush's museum. Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah,
not a day in hell. Hell freeze over first.
Here's another funny thing that happened that didn't piss me off till later.
Okay.
When me and my brother discussed it. I'm sorry, I'm having my throat's getting me. We went to see all the JFK stuff, the assassination location in Dealey Plaza.
Nice.
We did a whole episode for the Something or Other tour.
You said that was all the same, right? It had never been changed.
Yeah, it's pretty much untouched. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to be there because it looks just like it does in the films.
Yeah.
And so the book depository where he took the shot is now a museum. You can go up, you can see the window, right?
Yeah. Of where Lee Harvey Oswald, right?
Where he shot out the window, yeah. So, unfortunately, the corner where he shot out of, they have it plexiglassed off, and they have it set up the way it was that day. So, since it was a book depository, it was basically big boxes of books. So, he made like a... he hid himself in the corner.
Okay.
So he put like a wall of books and hid in the corner, right? And he even had a wall of books to like block part of the window so that he just had one area to look out of.
Right.
So they have it set up like that so you can see it, but you can't look out of that window, but you can look out of the windows next to it, or you can go to the 7th floor because he was on the 6th floor. You can go up to the 7th floor, look out the window, and get a good vantage point. How he took the shots.
Yep.
For me and my brother, that kind of put a lot of multiple shooter conspiracies to bed because, like, I feel like I could make those shots, to be honest. It's a lot closer than it seems. If you gave me like 10 chances with no military training like he had, I think I could make those shots.
Where do you hit first?
In the neck, like right here.
And then the second one popped his head back, right?
But that was the third shot because one shot missed. He took 3 shots. So, anyways,
going to a museum where it's kind of mind boggling to me that they turned a place where like a crime scene, like where a president was assassinated into a fucking
me and my
museum.
brother were talking about that the whole time.
That's fucking strange,
dude. I was pointing shit out, and me and my brother like, what the fuck? So like,
that would
the road. Oh, go ahead.
That would kind of make me draw more of a strong conclusion that was like kind of a setup for them, for it to be like publicized to this day the way it is. It's kind of a little sketchy.
It was a huge moment,
but no, it is.
So in the road, he was driving down. They have two X's where each shot hit. So you can actually walk out to the X where the shots hit, right? So they have the X's, and then when you're in the window, you can look down and see the X's. Mm-hmm. So we're standing there. It's like a thoroughfare. Like cars are flying through there, but when the light turns red, you have like 15 seconds to get out there, take your pictures, whatever you're gonna do. Yeah. Before you got to run out of the road and cars come flying down honking at you, right?
Right.
So all day long, people are just waiting for that opening, running out to the X, taking a picture. And I'm like, dude, look at these people. Like, so there's just like these two like middle-aged women. They go out to the X. They're like, and we're just like, hey, look, this guy got his fucking head blown off right here.
And he was a president of the United States.
All smiles.
Right.
Right. And I'm just like, dude, isn't this fucking strange?
That's a little grim, right?
Dude, it was weird because because me and my brother, trust me, we're doing an episode, so we're taking all the same pictures.
Yeah, right.
But we're not like, what up?
Yeah.
He got his fucking head blown off here.
Yeah.
It was so weird to me. So like, and then we go up to the 7th story where you can look down the right above where he shot.
Right.
There's these 2 girls. They were there. I swear to God, they were there like 15 minutes taking pictures and selfies and shit.
Right.
And me and my brother are trying to get like one shot, right?
Okay.
We just need like one shot and we're done. And we're just standing there waiting for these girls to walk away from the window. They're literally taking selfies with the window behind them, like smiling. Like, oh, this is where his fucking brains got blown out. Smile. Yeah. It was so weird, dude.
That's kind of like...
I feel like really it should be somber.
No, I don't like, well, that, yeah, sure.
Be respectful, not smiling in selfies.
I don't think there should be like...
a museum at all.
At all, dude. Like, that's kind of like... what the fuck?
It was, I mean, one of the biggest moments in American history.
It was, and I understand why.
Yeah.
But for like it being,
it is strange,
publicized, and then like
they're selling tickets. Hey, this is where the guy got his brains blown out.
It's where you paid, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of eerie.
It is.
Like, I don't think that's like the best.
It's funny. It's so funny you said that because that's exactly what me and my brother were saying the whole time. It just feels strange. Like, I wanted to see it more. Creepy. That was like number 1 on my list of Dallas, right?
Sure.
But even then, I was just like, this is kind of weird. I'm not smiling in the pictures. Hey, his brains were splattered right here. What up?
No, I know. I mean, you guys are going and getting your, you know what I mean, we're
doing an episode. This is the thing
those
too.
Sods knocked out.
You know, my episodes too. All my episodes, they're silly, they're stupid. In every episode, I do the robot. You know what I mean? It's in every episode I do the robot, right? But like this episode, I didn't do the robot. I didn't make a bunch of jokes. This is going to be more of a somber, like, hey, this is American history right here. It's crazy, right. But these people are like standing on the X. Hey, this is right where his fucking brains got splattered. What up?
You know, another thing that fucking that draws my mind.
Yeah.
When just talking about like how they have a museum set up and stuff like that. Like, you know, like I've like you know all the conspiracy history theories about JFK.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was like some freak, nasty, fucking that cheated on fucking Jackie.
He was laying chum up and down the coast.
Right. And like, you know, did psychedelics and fucking fucked over Cubans and, you know what I mean? Like all kinds of extra, but then like, you know, to certain people in the United States, they feel like a foul way towards JFK. Like, fuck him. He was a fucking hippie. He supported whatever. Right. Yeah. But then they got the place where he was shot as like a national, like an actual
tourist
event.
Destination.
Like really, like this is.
It's weird, man.
Like
it's weird.
I can understand them having like a portion of a museum dedicated to him. With
like maybe a plaque.
Some of the artifacts of the things, but not the whole block. And you could fucking go up and
look out the window.
Look out the windows. Let me see if I can pick this fucker off. Like it's just fucking strange.
That's exactly how I felt.
Like I don't know,
dude. The whole time, one of the main things I was doing the whole time I was there was looking at other people, how they were like, why are you smiling so hard in all your pictures? Like,
yeah, where's it?
It's weird. Like, this is supposed to be, you're supposed to come here and be like, oh shit.
They found the nostalgia in it. They're just like, this is fucking great. That's where he died. He died right there. Yeah. Like,
dude, did you see his whole fucking head got blown the fuck off right here?
Oh god, dude. This is why Americans are fucking.
It's weird, right?
It's so creepy, dude. It's like
weird.
What the fuck? He's like, I don't know.
I didn't even get to the part I was going towards though. Mm-hmm. So while we're waiting at the 7th story window, right? Uh-huh. I have my camera. It's on a little mini tripod. Put it on the ground, setting up a shot, looking at the window, and I want a shot of like me and my brother looking out the window, right?
Okay.
So we did it a couple times, but then we're like waiting because people keep streaming in and look out the window. And that area isn't like publicized or anything. So it's basically people wandering around. Right? So it's not like a line of people. It's just the windows there and people like, oh, we can go look out that window. It's close. You know what I mean? But it's not like there's not a sign. Like, look out this window. It's right above.
This is where he was.
Yeah. So we're just like waiting. I put the camera down because there's those 2 girls taking selfies. So I'm like, oh, we should have an opening after they fucking leave. So I put the camera down. I set up the shot, but I'm not recording. I just set it down. And then we're like waiting. The security guard who was like, took his job way too serious in line when we first got there.
Okay.
Just super serious. He thought he was Secret Service. You know what I mean?
Maybe he was previously.
Maybe he was. But he came up. I didn't see him, but my brother said he came up and was like wandering around this room. So the 7th story isn't part of the museum, but they have like some movies playing and some like art.
Yeah.
And then in the corner you're right above where the shot was taken.
What kind of art would they have in a place
like pictures of JFK and stuff?
Okay.
And Jackie.
Okay.
It was actually some cool pictures there. But anyway, so he like wanders around, then he comes over to us and he says to me like, oh, I don't think these people would want their pictures, or what are you doing or whatever. Like, I don't think these people want the pictures taken, whatever. Because I have the camera set up and the screen is like folded out so you can see it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not even recording. I'm waiting for an opening so we can record. And he's like, okay, because I got to report something. Someone complained or some shit like that. Right? So I didn't.
They didn't want you doing a sode there.
I don't know. I didn't.
That's what it sounds like.
I didn't go over it in my head at the moment until me and my brother talked about it after. I'm just like, wait, did he think we were like filming these girls' asses? Is that what he thought?
Possibly.
So then my brother was just laughing like, yeah, that's where we go. The 7th story of the book depository. That's where you can film all the prime butts walking around. You know, that's where we decided to go to find the action. It was just so fucking stupid. Like, did he think we were really there at the sixth floor museum?
Maybe
to film
people's asses? Just wanted to be get a role in the fucking, you know what I'm saying, in the little series.
Maybe, but I wish I would have put the pieces together in the moment. Because at first I'm just like, what the fuck, are people upset we're filming? But then I put it together, like maybe he thinks I'm putting the camera here to get their asses looking out the window. It was weird.
That's weird. The same people that are fucking mad that you're filming are the ones who are fucking...
Yeah. You know. Well, no, I immediately jumped to like, well, who was it that complained? Because I'm thinking of the people that walk by and shit. I was like, who the fuck complained? But then my brother said... that guy came up and wandered around a little bit, then came over to us. So I think he was bullshitting about
he just got a complaint. He just maybe had his eyes on you guys. Just, you know,
yeah. So because if he would have had a legit complaint or someone said something, he would have walked straight to us. But he didn't. He wandered around a little bit.
Right.
But it was just stupid. Like, yeah, that's where you go to get the, nice butts.
Why not?
On camera.
Yeah, sure.
It's just so stupid, man.
Yeah, that sounds pretty ridiculous, dude.
It was.
It sounds just as ridiculous as fucking people,
taking selfies where a president got his brains blown out.
It's weird. It's there.
It is weird.
But that's, fucking great. That's a piece of history that you got to touch.
I think
I'm sure you'll get a good soda out of it.
Yeah, my theory is I don't believe in the multiple shooter theory. But, who knows who put Oswald up to it? I think that's a consideration. Could it have been the CIA? Could it have been Soviet Union? Could it have been... I didn't know Oswald spent 2 years in the Soviet Union. He lived there for 2 years. So I never knew that.
But that would, in order to drive that point home that there was one shooter and to make it all picturesque, it would be in their best interest to actually have a museum of the building where he shot a president from. It just kind of sets up for it to be like, well, this is directly the dude because we have all this to fucking show that makes it prove it's this dude.
Yeah.
When,
well, me and my brother, when we were there, watched a bunch of JFK documentaries and stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just, because we were there, so it was exciting. Yeah. We went to the museum, all that.
Did they show them smoking pot and shit like that? No, none of that.
No, they had a bunch of artifacts like in the 6th floor as well. Like, the famous picture when Oswald's getting shot.
Yeah, so that's another.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. There's definitely something to who put Oswald up to it, but I don't think there was another shooter. I think Oswald did it, but why he did it or who put him up to it, I think that's where the conspiracy would lie. But. That the suit of not Jack Kirby, he's the one who shot him. The detective that's holding Oswald when the guy comes up to him and shoots him, that they had like his whole suit and hat from the famous picture. Just random stuff like that, which was kind of cool.
That's wild. Did it still have the blood splatter?
No. I don't think there was blood splatter.
What, he shot him in the gut?
Yeah, I think it was just like one shot. Okay. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, that whole,
No, but if you go, I don't know. We talked about shooting guns, but were you ever like a rifle shooter?
Yeah.
Or just rifles?
Yeah.
Because, dude, I think if you went and you saw it, you'd be like, oh, yeah, this shot's not as hard as it seems. I'm telling you, if you go there, it's a lot closer. Especially if you have a scope. It's a lot closer than it seems.
But shooting at any distance, dude, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, I just know I've shot things way further, way smaller targets. And I didn't have the whole tripod setup that he had. You know what I mean? He had the whole thing ready. And not only that, but the way the road curves from where he's shooting, basically the car was going in a straight line. So you only have to follow that straight line. It's not like it's not like he was going this way, and you know what I mean? It was kind of a straight line.
To be brutally honest, if I went there, I'd probably be convinced also, like for sure, like convinced. Like, but I think that's kind of like, it kind of a lot, just same setup. Like
I'm not saying it wasn't set up. No, I'm just saying I don't think there was a shooter at the grassy knoll.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because dude, there were so many people lined up there, and we stood there. There's no way you could have shot someone from right there and not have the whole crowd look at you like, holy shit.
I haven't watched any fucking documentaries.
Dude, the grassy knoll is literally right there. Like, it's right there. So there's no way Secret Service, someone wouldn't have saw someone standing right there with a rifle.
Well, we also know that you're not one to really, dive into any conspiracy theories.
But I subscribe to. I think there is a conspiracy there. Like I said, I just don't think it's multiple shooters. I think it's who put them up to it.
Could it possibly be multiple shooters though? Could it?
And anything's possible, but I don't think there's. I think there's zero evidence to show that it was multiple shooters.
No.
But
like I said, I've never watched anything.
I'm not a professional.
Yeah, I never watched any of that shit before, so I don't fucking know. But whatever the case is, that sounds fucking like
cool though.
Texas was off the hook. What'd you eat? I know there's fucking big barbecue out there. Did you have any?
We went to this place called Heim Barbecue in Fort Worth.
Okay.
That this gal that I know through YouTube, actually, she has a YouTube channel. She's from Fort Worth, so she messaged me. It was like, oh, you got to try this. You got to try this.
Nice.
So we went to this place called Heim Barbecue. Fantastic.
Nice.
There's a place called the Truck Yard. It's like an outdoor little venue with like lights and food trucks. What I had like some cheesy tater tots or something, like stuffed tots.
Sounds delectable.
Snackaroony.
Sounds delectable.
We tried Whataburger finally.
How was the burger?
Man, I don't know if I want to give it away because we did a whole sode.
Okay, well then we'll just leave it at that. We don't need it.
I would say we tried it. We tried it the first day we got there. It was one of the worst burgers I ever had in my life. But can they make a fourth quarter comeback?
Who knows? Maybe the next time around.
It's going to be our worst episode.
It's crazy you bring up a burger joint, dude. I went to a Shake Shack in Vegas and tried their burgers.
I love Shake Shack.
I wasn't a fan.
No?
I'm not a fan of burgers, though, so I fucking kind of played myself, like, really, like...
Well, did you get, like, the cheesy fries?
I didn't...
I think that's where the magic is.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know what was crazy? Now that you mentioned fries... While sitting there, I'm reaching through my fries, and there's just 3 big-ass cold fries. Ice cold. So I take them out, I put them on the table, and, like, Shimon and my brothers like, what the fuck? Like, so they grab, like... Yeah. Well, whatever the case is, I'm not a burger dude.
Yeah,
so, I usually
I'm a burger dude. So.
I usually go get, like, a Philly cheesesteak from a fucking burger joint. You know what I mean? But,
yeah, no, it was cool. I like to try all the burgers. I like the Burger Wars.
It's wonderful. I mean?
Yeah, we did a lot of cool stuff. Went to a cattle drive in Fort Worth. I got to sit on a Longhorn.
Okay.
I posted a picture on Instagram. Said, if you've never done the robot on a Longhorn, have you ever really lived?
You probably haven't.
You haven't.
You probably haven't. The same way I feel about if you've never been to Wet Republic in the MGM. Yeah. Get out there, experience life. If you've never been to Hakkasan. And
I've never been off.
Had Cascade going off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was Vegas was dope. Like, you know what I mean? Cool. I've done Vegas, like I said before.
It hot? It was hot out there?
It was like 80s.
This is the time of the year you never know because you might get like thunder and lightning out there.
Yeah, it's like gloomy like that.
We had like a monsoon come through Dallas, and it was crazy. Cool. They have this observation tower. We went up and we could watch the lightning on the horizon. It was magical.
It's wild. It's crazy. Yeah, no, they fucking it was decent cool. out there though. It was I
saw the picture you posted. It looked like it was it looked warm.
It was decent out there, but like if you've never I've done Vegas and stuff. I've done, like I said before, I did EDC Vegas, I did New Year's Vegas, I did Halloween Vegas. Mm-hmm. But if you fucking go to Vegas and you're down for the the real fucking the tits, you know what I'm saying? Not saying women's boobs, I'm saying just for the tits, right? Dude, it's you gotta go fucking hit the pool parties and shit. You gotta hit the pool parties, you gotta hit the clubs. It's fucking,
I haven't been to Vegas in a while. It's about that time. I gotta go.
It's it's not going anywhere though.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? But I don't know. It was cool. Like, Texas was cool. It was like we didn't party at all though. So while you were in Vegas, you know what I mean, we're doing like taking selfies and JFK's fucking. Yeah, went to an abandoned hospital. That was cool. Okay, I didn't think we'd get in, but we got in.
That sounds like a fucking great trip. Well, we're gonna have to wrap this one up because I gotta piss like a racehorse. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we chop this off?
I don't think so. I think that's about it.
All right. Follow, like, subscribe, Facebook,
everything, all of it. It's all there. It's all in the description.
You can find him all over the place.
All right.
You guys take it easy.
You guys have a good one.
All right.
Sweet love, sweet love. The humble Finessors on air with Abe and Dylan Sesco. Sweet, sweet love.